Well, I think it's obvious why Halloween is bad. I mean, that whole razor blade and the apple thing was an urban myth, of course. But then all that candy causes cavities and gum disease, and those masks everybody wears have these weird kind of toxic fumes inside that make your arms go limp, and...
Igor, go and get me what I crave.
If you have young children, it's all of the scares in recent years because of tampering of treats during Halloween.
Halloween is coming, my favorite holiday. I give my friends something special. Nestle bars. They're made with real milk.
Who can make Halloween safe for all? Have a party for your youngster.
Tonight, we bring you a Disney Halloween treat. Hello, I'm Michael Eisner. The Disney gang stopped by my office on their way to a Halloween party to show me their costume.
How did I look, Michael?
Well, Mickey...
They don't talk about it much in Whoville. But before he stole Christmas, the Grinch haunted Halloween.
I love you, my dears. Come to my humble mansion and I'll turn everybody on.
If you're stuck inside and you can't get out, but you feel like being free, grab a wish, make a switch, and see what you can be. That's Halloween. Witch magic Halloween. Halloween. Witch magic Halloween.
One, two, three, go.
Hello and welcome to Hello, This is the Doom Show. Folks, we're getting spooky. I am Richard Spooky, and this is Jeffrey Scary.
I'm Jeffrey Bones.
Jeffrey Bones, driver of a taxi cab.
No, I'm taking it back. I'm Jeff O'Lantern.
I almost did the Jeffrey, the Jeffrinator.
Oh no.
Speaking of the 90s.
Oh no. We don't have to go back.
Folks, we are here in a spooky season for you, the listeners. Presumably you're listening. We are here to talk about Halloweentown from 1998. Oh, directed by Duane Dunham. Duane, and here's my favorite thing.
I've never seen it spelled like that before.
Duane was in the editorial department for frickin' Twin Peaks.
Yeah, season 1?
No. Yep, he lasted 2 whole episodes. He also edited parts. I can't believe this. He edited Wild at Heart, and he edited Blue Velvet.
But he was editor on Twin Peaks: The Return.
Man, he edited Cherry 2000. He edited the Mean season. This guy's an editor. As for his directorial stuff, he did Halloweentown. He did a couple episodes of Seventh Heaven. He even directed 3 episodes of Twin Peaks. What the fuck?
His most important thing would be Homeward Bound: The Incredible Journey.
Yeah.
Totally. that was a big shit deal back in 93.
A masterpiece of family entertainment, says ABC TV. In the classic tradition of Walt Disney Entertainment comes Homeward Bound: The Incredible Journey.
Coming this fall on video cassette.
He directed Tiger Cruise.
Yeah, that one. Well,
in the wake of the World Trade Center attacks, a naval carrier with civilians on board is ordered in combat mode.
Okay.
That's what the plot says, but it's a Disney Channel movie.
I'm curious about this man's career, because he did Homeward Bound and Little Giants in 93 and 94, and Homeward Bound was definitely a hit. I imagine Little Giants was a hit too, right? So what happened to his career after that? He went straight to TV. Duane.
He went straight to being awesome.
Duane.
Maybe he just liked going to meetings. He got paid for going to meetings a lot. That's what you do in Hollywood. Go to meetings.
Is it?
Well, folks, we can't contain spookiness. You can't rein in pure Halloween terror. So that's why we are inclined to talk about Halloweentown.
We are actually contractually obligated on one night of the year to talk about Halloweentown.
Not all of the movies. Not all the Halloweentown movies.
No, we couldn't do that.
Oh boy. We wouldn't be able to sleep tonight.
Well,
or ever again.
Here's the thing. Before the podcast, Rich and I were talking about his theory about franchises. Which is once they reach the 5th, they're all good.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with Halloweentown is they didn't reach the 5th. So
see, they should have kept going. They almost had it.
So, spoiler alert, they're not all good.
Whoa! Brutal.
Tonight at 8/7 Central, it's Halloweentown. Marnie Cromwell's family can't be normal.
Why?
Because her grandmother's a witch.
Totally.
And she lives in Halloweentown, where it's Halloween all the time.
Halloween is cool.
Well, battling an evil shadow creature is just not normal.
Oh, being normal is vastly overrated.
Find out more about Marnie Cromwell's family's vastly strange powers.
Powers? What powers?
It's Disney Channel's original movie, Halloweentown. Tonight at 8/7 Central, only on Disney Channel.
Let's just jump into this, dude. Let's just do this. I found an awesome plot description.
Well, I think the most important thing to talk about with this movie is its vibe.
Ooh, yes.
How do you feel about the vibe of this movie? I would say it's a pretty singular vibe. I mean, it's right there in the title. This is Halloween-centric. I mean, going so far as to say that they've incorporated it as a town. How Halloweeny do you feel this movie is?
Extremely Halloweeny, but it could be more. It's definitely not this one. There's definitely not the spooky ooky side.
No,
it's definitely the Disney, because this is Disney as shit, y'all.
Oh yeah,
very Disney.
I mean, what I would say is that I think it's telling that this movie premiered on television like 2 weeks before Halloween. Like, it's Halloween adjacent. I mean, it's not even like the Disney version of Halloween, because that's Disney version of Halloween is like the Haunted Mansion, the ride, not the movie. This is like the Disney Channel version, which it literally is. I think it's interesting that the movie starts with Halloween going on outside of the window of the home that we spend, some of our time in. We never really embrace Halloween, except for when we go to Halloweentown, which is like, imagine Halloween is a nation in the world. Halloweentown, the place in the movie, is sort of like the Epcot version of that. Like, it ain't the real thing, but it's got like a couple, doodads here and there that look similar.
I would say it's the Magic Kingdom version.
Okay, I mean,
I think Epcot might be a little too hardcore for this analogy.
Well, I'll bring up Epcot again later on in the discussion, because I'm going to run with this theory.
Oh, I'm liking this so far.
But yeah, I mean, so like there are monsters in this movie, right? And the monster makeup is wonderful.
Oh yeah,
but it's not spooky ooky. It's not scary. Well, for the most part, there's one exception to this. But most of the people, the denizens of Halloweentown, they don't look like real monsters. They look like, the spirit Halloween masks of the monsters that you put on for Halloween.
But more nice and more family friendly than that.
Yeah, they're very family friendly, absolutely. Which is interesting. I mean, I guess it's like,
this is the Nick Jr. version.
I mean, I can't disagree. Or the ABC Family version. Yeah,
there you go. Ooh, brutal.
I wasn't saying
that's too. No, I'm saying that's too scary for me. Oh my god.
So yeah, I mean, I think that this movie is a little disappointing in terms of it being like adequate Halloween viewing. But yeah, you watch it 2 weeks before Halloween, perfect, wonderful, wonderful. So what do you want to talk about with this movie, Richard?
Well, I just want to read the Amazon plot description before we jump into it.
Mm-hmm.
Not Amazon. I'm sorry, the IMDb plot synopsis. I think it's really succinct.
Yep.
2 imprisoned men bond over a number of years, finding solace and eventual redemption through acts of common decency.
Is this Kiss of the Spider Woman?
No, I'm sorry, this is the Shawshank Redemption.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was just trying to find Halloweentown by the rating, because I thought, it had like a certified fresh, or at least a 9.2, 9.3 on IMDb. But no, it's I went to Shawshank. I'm sorry. Yeah, 6.8? That doesn't seem right.
Pretty low.
After learning she's a witch, a girl helps save a town full of other supernatural creatures. What?
It should be more like after learning she is a subpar witch outclassed by her baby sister. A girl collapses on top of a jack-o'-lantern and just happens to save a spooky town.
This movie contains some people. It's got some actors, such as Debbie Reynolds.
It does.
Debbie Reynolds is the kindly grandma. Now, she was in the Shawshank Redemption as the mean warden who shoots herself. Sorry for the spoilers.
I have not seen the Shawshank Redemption, but you're not going to fool me with this one. She's not.
No, Debbie Reynolds plays Grammy. Aggie Cromwell.
Yeah, Aggie. Cool.
The Cromwells. We're going to hear a lot about the Cromwells.
Oh, yeah.
And
those Cromwell women.
They get you. Oh, boy. Her daughter is Gwen, played by Judith Hoag. No relation to our dear Brad of the show. But this is the actress who played April O'Neil in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
Crazy. What else is she in? Anything?
Tons. She's still acting to this day. 106 credits, lots of TV stuff. I swore I'd seen her before in a frickin' NCIS, but I was wrong. So wrong. But if that is wrong, I don't want to be right.
She has an uncredited role in the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. Nice.
Well done. Well done. That's how you get paid, bro. She and one of the other stars were both in 1998's Armageddon.
Mm-hmm.
Or wait, was it just her? I think I'm sorry, it was just her that was in Armageddon.
Okay.
I'll cut that and fix it somehow. Fuck it. She was in Armageddon. Well,
I say keep it in and double it.
I really screwed up. She and one of the other stars in 1998's Armageddon. There's a lot of strife in this family because of certain beliefs. I think Scientology might be involved. I'm not sure. Lots of thetas are broken and unrepaired. Speaking of Halloween, as seen through windows, we get the daughter, good old Sophie Piper, the real witch in the family, played by Emily Roeske, who's already retired from acting.
You know what she does now? She's a karate instructor.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I looked up a few people in this movie who I wanted to know more about.
She's gazing longingly out into the world. She's probably watching a family across the street watching Hocus Pocus.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what she might be looking at, because it's it's the best shot and scene in the movie, and it's the opening seconds where we just sort of zoom in on a jack-o'-lantern and it's very leafy and windy. Yes, and then we sort of move into the candle burning within it. Oh, it's so good.
You should play the Halloween theme over that. That'd be so great.
It is great, and that'd be awesome. It's perfect mood setting, and then for some reason there's a whip sound effect over the soundtrack, and then we cut into the household where no Halloween activities are going on at all.
So she's the youngest sister. The older sister is Marnie, and she is played by Kimberly J. Brown. There's actually a video on YouTube of her explaining why she wasn't in the fourth Halloweentown movie. It's really funny.
I would like to see. I mean, what does she say?
It basically boils down to they didn't call her.
That's just insane. I mean, she's very charming in these movies. She's great. The fans of these movies love her, and it's easy to see why. She's really good. I mean, she's a lot of fun, even if, the movie doesn't always, I don't know, utilize her or give her great stuff to do, at least in this initial outing.
Yes. She's bummed because, as usual, her mother won't let her Halloween, so she's pumpkin blocking Marnie.
Basically.
And my favorite part is they're having this argument about Halloween in front of Marnie's supportive friends who are in their Halloween costumes. This is a strange thing where Marnie's mother is really into the neighborhood and like really like supportive of other kids having Halloween, but not her daughters and son. Her son, oh boy, Dylan, played by Joey Zimmerman, who looks so different now as an adult.
He does. As a teen here, or preteen,
he looks weird.
He doesn't look exactly like him, but he has extreme Ferguson vibes from Clarissa Explains It All.
Oh Lord,
the younger annoying brother. He's exactly like him in so many ways. And he's a buzzkill. You know, he is totally uninterested in Halloween, though the other girls, his sisters are so into it. He's like more into Arbor Day. Like, yes. He wishes he was in Arbor Day Town.
He literally drops Arbor Day as a preferred holiday. I like that he loves being repressed. Like, he's really, 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 really stuffy. Oh my god! Like,
mother knows best.
He does that so much, and this is pathetic. My favorite thing is when he reminds everybody to turn their thermostats down to 68 to conserve energy. Which, when you live in Florida, your brain goes, "What? No, dude, that's too cold. You're going to break it. You got to keep it around like 75, 76. And it's like, oh, wait, they're in a place that, okay.
Nice and toasty.
My favorite frickin' line in this entire sequence is when Marnie is like, hey, look, I'm a potato.
Hey, look, I'm a potato. Are you happy now? Maybe I'll put down some roots in the carpet.
Oh, no, Marnie. It's too dangerous. There are things about vegetables that you don't understand.
Hey, look, I'm a potato.
Oh.
I also like when Grandma Aggie comes by and she gives them a bunch of presents. Some of it, I think one present is like 1 million Werther's Originals.
Ooh, grandma candy.
Yeah, I think Grandma just brought that for herself. But she also brought a necklace, and Marnie exclaims, hey, look, a pentagram.
Ooh, 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 Pentagone.
So one thing I want to point out at certain points in our discussion is that while this is very much, Disney Channel and family friendly, like even just putting a pentagram on screen,
pretty bold.
And there's some humor in this that is definitely like either adult humor or kind of fucked up humor. Truly.
There's a lot of painfully unfunny jokes in this, and then there's the weird, like, what is that supposed to be?
Yeah, I like it. Those are my favorite moments. Yeah.
We find out that Grandma's a carpetbagger. She literally has one of those carpet bags she carries around, and it's got the nice Mary Poppins ripoff. Because this is Disney, she can have the bottomless carpet bag.
Because, a piece of trash like me has never seen Mary Poppins. So her magic handbag actually reminded me more of My Stepmom is an Alien. Where in that movie, the hot alien stepmom has a handbag with another, like, eyeball alien in it. Like, periscope eyeball alien that, like, wants to kill everybody. So that's what it reminded me of, yeah.
Nice. In the kitchen, Sophie is doing the Force. She's doing some psychic cookie wish fulfillment. Like she's whining about not getting a cookie, and then she immediately starts levitating it across the room towards her. And I was like, this prefigures Disney buying Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
So some metachlorians in that little kid.
Wait. So are you saying Jedi are just witches?
Yeah, dude.
Well, okay. There we go.
There you go. So Grandma shows up. She causes all this disturbance because Mom's a dick. And she gives the kids costumes. And for some reason...
Well, you know why? Because she saw Marnie's outfit and she was like, Jesus Christ, you got to get out of that thing.
Oh, we're going to talk about her mom's outfits.
Well, Marnie is wearing a sheer lime green shirt with bright orange pants.
She's ready for a Halloween party.
I know. Like, I am embarrassed for her because I feel like I'd wear that outfit, and that's not good look.
That's like a Halloween outfit for All That or something.
Yes.
It's fucking great. But her brother Dylan gets a costume. And I swear this costume gets reused later as just a character's skin. But he's supposed to be a troll, but he has a big butt for some reason. It's so weird and... terrible. Oh my god. The reason Mom is such an a-hole about Halloween is that her husband, the father of her 3 wonderful children, died. And because they met on Halloween and because she's trying to repress her witchiness, that just killed her Christmas spirit.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how she is at Christmas.
Do we ever find out how their father died, or is it just like, he's dead?
I think he's just dead. They just say he passed.
Yeah. Because the whole thing is he's a normie, she's a witch, and now she doesn't want to be a witch anymore.
Oh, the Sith killed him.
Oh my god.
I know, dude.
Freaking, what was it? Order 666? I don't know.
No, Order 66, and it was just before Darth Maul died.
Oh my god.
It was Order 65.
Pour one out for Darth Maul.
When her mom, after the kids have been forced to go to bed on the greatest night of the year, Mom and Grandma are arguing in the kitchen, and Grandma kills a chicken 2 or 3 times.
Oh my god. Yeah, see, I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Grandma reanimating the dead chicken is insane. It gets really weirder
when you think of, okay, how many different chickens made up that fried chicken that Mom had just finished cooking? Yeah. Was it seriously one chicken? If not, they resurrected multiple chickens into one chicken, and that chicken's like, oh my god, whose thighs are these?
I don't want to spoil anything, but that kind of sounds like she made a golem. Bum, bum, bum.
Bro, this shit's getting too real.
Yep.
Marnie overhears all this bullshit, and she finds out she's a weeotch, just like the Covenant movie where he goes, I'll make you my weeotch. I just want to drop that in there. Leah might be listening. Her and her bro decide to follow Grandma to Halloweentown because there's a bad thing coming. There's something bad. And they hitch a ride on the Halloweentown bus, which flies for some reason.
Well, they're also inspired by a picture book, right?
Yes, there's also the Halloweentown merchandise printed by the Church of Satan, apparently.
I mean, it's like a picture book encyclopedia. I mean, it's like for children, it seems.
Yes.
But there's like a picture of a dog man, a picture of a snot man, and then a picture of a witch that Marnie says, it's me! And her brother says, no, this drawing is way too cute.
And she accuses him of winning an ugly contest? Brilliant.
I'm just saying, if that is supposed to be a picture of her on the inside, and that her brother is like, oh, my sister is way cute, that's pretty weird. It's pretty weird.
Ew. Man, that's going to be a problem later. They have bigger problems than Halloweentown in this family.
On that bus, as they are going to Halloweentown, there is a Jerry Springer reference.
Yes, got it.
There is a chubby Uncle Fester Frankenstein's monster.
Plus-sized Frankenstein, not chubby. You insensitive fuck.
Sorry. Listen, I identify as chubby, so...
Oh my god.
So don't chub shame.
You better delete some recent photos of you.
Listen, as a former chubster, I'm now just chub.
Dude, I'm former and current and former and current.
Well,
so
that's how it goes.
You better deal with it, pal.
Just like Halloween, chubness comes around once a year.
I wish it was just once a year.
Dylan describes this bus as a charter bus from a costume party at the Moose Lodge, which I love. Because when I was a kid, we were members of the Moose Club, and they did have a Halloween costume party every year.
Oh, my Lord.
As I famously once wrote about in an essay on my blog that doesn't exist.
Wait, your blog is gone?
Well, no, it exists. I just,
That's the naysoontomorrow.blogspot, y'all.
Yeah, you don't need to go there.
Still there.
But, yeah. So I really related to that moment. I was like, oh, yeah, I was there in the 90s at that Moose Lodge.
So they arrive in the town of the Wicker Man. I mean, Halloweentown. And,
oh my god, if at the end of this movie they burn somebody in that jack-o'-lantern...
Well, it's very bright in Halloweentown, so it could be like Midsummer.
Yeah.
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 Well, at a certain point then, they're going to have to, beat Aggie's head in with a mallet.
Yep, and take some frickin' hallucinogens to get into the spirit of things.
Spoilers for Halloweentown. We're sorry, everyone.
Sorry, guys. So we find out that Sophie is a stowaway, which I don't know how. She must have hid, like, she must have dangled from the frickin' axle of the bus, because when you watch this, you cannot tell, other than her being a weeotch. I don't know how the fuck she got on the bus at all. I wrote in my notes next to her being a stowaway, ugh, kill me. I'm like ready to die.
Sophie's great. Sophie's great.
I don't know. I'm definitely team Dylan for this one.
Oh God, no. Come on.
I relate to him.
I'm definitely team Marnie.
Oh my God. See, that's the thing. I don't know how to have a good time, so I am Dylan.
I'm always like falling face first over Pumpkin, so I'm Marnie.
That was you?
Yep.
They meet Calabar, the mayor. This town, has 14 people in it, and so...
and most of them work at the Headless Shelter, we learned.
Yeah.
Volunteer work.
Wow.
Bad taste jokes. Bad taste.
I like it. This is Robin Thomas, who plays Calabar, the mayor.
He's very familiar. What's he in?
He likes to work. He is Mr. Frickin' Productivity here.
Oh, wow.
He was in Back to School... And
I feel like I'm recognizing him from something very specific.
Not Back to School. I'm sorry, folks.
Summer School.
I'm such a dork. He was the vice principal in Summer School.
Summer School's good.
Oh, man, that's a fine film.
I don't know if that's the thing I'm recognizing him from, though.
Oh, no. Ooh, he's in Without Warning, Terror in the Towers from 1993. A film based on the earlier bombing attack on the Twin Towers in New York.
Oh, Jesus.
Yikes.
Well, on a more positive note, he's in Amityville Dollhouse, which is a very good Amityville movie. Yeah.
I have still not seen that one.
Oh, it's good.
I like the time travel one.
Amityville Dollhouse feels a lot like an episode of Goosebumps, so it's good.
Yeah, dude, he's been around. His portrayal of this mayor is very bold. He actually has a real world skill that he uses in the film, which is he has earwax lollipops.
I was so glad when Sophie's like, yeah, I don't want that shit. Put it away.
Put that back in your ear, you son of a bitch.
Gross.
Calabar is interesting because he has a thing for the Cromwell grandma. He's really in love with Aggie. He says he says in the dialogue, every year she gets older, I get much more bolder. No,
she gets older. No, I get older, and Aggie keeps staying the same age. All right.
That is also true. No, he's in love with Gwen, the mom, because he fucking hates himself or something. I don't know. So he's more than happy to help these strangers in town find their grandma. So he calls the cabbie.
From this scene, we learn a very helpful 2 lessons for life, which is that it's neither polite to stare at skeletons nor to drive without eyeballs. Both of those things. Very shunned upon. Yeah.
Benny Bones!
Benny Bones. Played by Reno Romano, the voice actor. He did a bunch of shit.
Benny Bones.
Lots of stuff. He's Mr. Voice Actor. Wow. He played Louis Serra in Resident Evil 4 Incubate.
Does he do Benny Bones in the sequels?
He definitely wasn't the actor who plays Benny Bones for a moment in the second one.
Yeah, that was John Waters, clearly.
We'll get to that when we get to that. No, he's just a voice actor. He likes to work.
He his character in this movie is like the robot cabbie from Total Recall.
Oh my lord.
Definitely got that vibe.
Nice.
The like endlessly cheery for no
until he gets dark. His character takes a dark turn later.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that. I like that a lot. So we go to Grandma's house that's locked, thank God. And Marnie tries out her shitty witch skills, which suck and are shit because she's not a good witch. She sucks. But her sister
does really suck. She like never does any good witchery in this movie.
Her younger sister just nails it first try because Sophie's got the real talent in the family.
Well, she makes the padlock into a frog.
Ribbit.
Was it a lily padlock?
Was that a joke from the movie or is that your joke?
That was my joke.
Because it's better. Whatever they said in the movie, yours is better.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So Grandma shows them her cauldron. She's not at all surprised to see them or upset that they snuck to Halloweentown. She's enabling this fucking insanity.
Grandma's house is weird. It's like a big house, and it has, a lot of like witchiness, but it also has some more modern touches, like a microwave with a bubble, toil, and trouble settings.
God.
Which she hits all of them in a row. I've never seen a microwave where you have to hit 3 different settings. Like I'm hitting popcorn, defrost, and broil at the same time. I just want to see what happens.
Oh my God. Try it, man. Call me back.
I'm just looking at my notes and I have one line. I believe Sophie says this to Grandma once they arrive at the house, and it just really cracked me up. She said, quote, "You cooking chowder, Grandma? I like chowder."
What the fuck is going on? What's wrong with that kid?
We also neglected to note that I think there's a running joke where Calabar keeps calling Sophie Soapy.
What? That's what I'm talking about. The jokes are so terrible. Why?
I mean, I like them. They're very good. They're very funny.
That's one of the weird ones that just doesn't pay off. He does it multiple times, so I guess that's a payoff.
I guess the payoff would be that she, like, washes Calabar's hair at the end of it with some soap.
Oh,
He needs it.
That's a
Greasy.
deleted scene.
Mm-hmm.
I try to make a joke about Grandma's cauldron being the internet. Haha, dial-up joke, whatever. Then Mom, in the middle of the night, finally notices their fucking children are missing. And that's funny. And then we go back to Halloweentown and we finally get to the best character in the whole series, the Elvis impersonator broom salesman.
Excuse me, his name is obviously Elvis Juice.
Elvis Juice?
Yeah, because he is dressed like Beetlejuice, but he looks like Elvis.
You got me there. He's credited as hip sales creature.
That's an accurate description.
And he's played by someone named Kenneth Choi, who was in Captain America, the first one. And he's the principal in Spider-Man Homecoming, so he's doing all right.
Oh, yeah.
He's doing all right. He makes a very interesting Elvis Juice impersonator guy. He does have one of my favorite things ever, is that he refers to Luke, who we'll be talking about in a second, as a real wiener.
Oh, that Luke dude. He's turned into such a wiener.
Luke, played by Philip Van Dyke, he's the neighborhood bad boy. He used to have a big nose and pointy ears, but a mysterious creature made him beautiful.
Yeah, who is that mysterious creature? See, we do have some plot that's being peppered into here. And the plot gets weirder and weirder. So we do have Aggie describing to the children what exactly Halloweentown is. Because they're kind of befuddled by it. Like, they don't really know what's going on. They're like, are these people, like, wearing costumes and stuff? What's going on? What's this place?
Yep.
So Aggie explains it all to them. And it turns out that, like, humans, like mortals and monsters used to, like, coexist.
Yes.
But then it didn't go so well. The mortals turned against the monsters. And so the monsters sort of went off and formed their own town in different dimensions separate from them. Which is also the backstory of, like, the Hotel Transylvania movies.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, so this is a real precursor, right? And it turns out that ever since then on Halloween, we mortals have really just been appropriating Halloweentown culture.
Oh shit.
Which is very insensitive, I would say.
That is rather insensitive.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
We also learned things from Aggie Lake about the Halloweentown Bowling League. There is a guy who is in human gremlin makeup who is a part of the Halloweentown Bowling League. Like, he's a gremlin from Joe Dante's Gremlins, but human-sized. It's bizarre.
That's somehow less disturbing than a regular gremlin. I don't know.
So after all that, like, the plot sort of kicks into gear from two things. Well, we meet Luke for one.
Yeah.
And Luke, something has happened to make him Oh, and now he just looks like a dopey teenager
No, it's
rather
beautiful.
than a dopey teenager.
Statuesque young man.
Yeah, okay. Dopey teenager. And the other thing is that some townsfolk are getting really ugly and growing savage and like reverting to a more monstrous state and then disappearing.
Yes, I love it. Luke refers to himself as the big cheese. I love that. I'm a kind of a big cheese around here. And then Marnie tells him he's stinky cheese.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I was just going to make that joke. I forgot that she made it.
Oh, don't, please.
No, it's
you
fine.
You can make every joke. The wiener does pay off later. When Elvis Juice calls him a wiener, that does come back. I like that. Then all of a sudden, Gwen, a.k.a. Mom, shows up. She's dressed like Martha Stewart, and she's here to crash the party and bring the kids back to, what is it just called? Humantown?
It's called Small Town America.
Americaville, USA.
Yeah.
Calabar freaks out. He's really, he wants to like flirt with her. He grows a rose that stands for his erection. It's like a metaphor for his dong.
Well, what is this little bat goblin employee a metaphor for?
Why don't we focus on that weird relationship they have? Because they've had sex. That's the mother of his children.
I want to say he's like the Salacious Crumb to Calabar's Jabba the Hutt.
Oh, Lord Almighty.
Like he just sits in his tail and then every once in a while screams and jumps up into the ceiling.
But we know that is also a pair of lovers.
Oh, yeah.
From the Star Wars Return of the Yeti.
That is its title.
Let's see. Look, Grandma's going somewhere with the wiener dude. That's something Sophie says that's funny as hell. See, there's that wiener joke. It paid off.
We did skip over the because we haven't talked at all about so we've got the practical effects, of course.
Yes.
Of all of the Spirit Halloween monster costumes, but we haven't talked about any of the state-of-the-art 1998 special effects.
Yes, Disney TV movie special effects.
Oh, yeah. So we get some early when Aggie comes to Halloweentown on the bus. It's like a floating bus. It's bad. But then we get some flying effects when Marnie gets her first broom from Elvis Juice. And yeah, oh boy, the special effects are not really up to snuff for the time. But I would also say in the same breath that they are a lot less chill than something you see in like The Worst Witch. I love the broom riding scenes in that. They're equally bad in some ways, but they're so chill. Like it's a nice 3-minute sequence in that movie of just Fairuza Balk sitting on her broom, just cruising over the land.
It's so charming, and the music for that whole shit is so great.
So good. Here it's more frantic and not as fun.
Well, you know what's really shocking is who did the music for this thing.
Oh my god, yeah.
Mark Mothersbaugh of Devo. He must have been in a fucking dark place during this era, because the music for this is garbage.
It's bad. He's in like sub-Rugrats mode here.
God, poor bastard. Subrats?
Subrats, yeah. It's not good. It's jarring and like carnival-esque, but not in like a good way.
So Luke is taking Grandma to go meet this evil person who's been turning people bad and getting all kinds of shenanigans going on. So she goes to the movie theater, and we get an actual spooky sequence.
Yeah.
At the movie theater, we get all of these people who've been turning mean and then disappearing in Halloweentown. They're all frozen stiff and look corpse-like, sitting in seats at the movie theater.
And they've got cobwebs all over them, which is cool. And you've got the pale light from the projector. It's very cool.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's the only quote-unquote spooky moment in the movie, but it works.
Yeah, we get the mysterious green-faced goblin in some fun makeup that's like the best makeup in the whole movie, because it actually moves and doesn't look like shit.
Yeah, he looks like if Ivan Ooze from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie were a scarecrow. It's nice. I love it.
I like that. The mom and grandma get the whammy put on them by this evildoer, and
they get the orb put on them. Yeah.
So this orb, which is the kind of like a Pier 1 Imports Halloween decoration.
Pier 1.
Pier 1.
Pier 1.
It's a crystal ball at the end of a 3-taloned looking handle, and Grandma poured some funky dry ice into it, and when she poured the dry ice, which is just mist, they actually added a sound effect on the movie of like actual liquid pouring into something. I thought that was very quaint. I liked it.
I mean, the movie kind of devolves into a lot of orb fighting after this.
Scavenger hunting.
Yeah, but I need to understand, like, what is going on here? Why are the denizens of Halloweentown being turned into these, like, weird corpse-like dried-up Ewoks? Like, what's the point of that? Is he taking something from them? Because we learn later on that this demon man, who is Calabar, I mean, fucking obviously.
Spoiler tags, everybody.
Fucking obviously. That he is looking to lay waste to the mortal realm. But why is he fucking with Halloweentown, too? This man's the mayor.
Doesn't make any sense.
I don't really know what he's doing.
No civic pride.
Yeah. I mean, I might have just missed it. Maybe those are people who are like against his plans or something. I don't fucking know.
We should talk about how genuinely frightening it is when Boney McBones, Benny the Boner, the cab driver, gets mean when he turns bad. How freaking creepy it is, him trying to force the kids to go on a ride with him in the cab. It's so good.
Well, no, I wonder, like, is he being controlled by Calabar, or is he making this choice?
No, what happens is he's fallen in love with a young prostitute in Halloweentown that he wants to rescue, and the only way to do that is to kill a senator. And when he can't do that, he has to go and shoot up her pimp.
Yeah, who, it's easy to mistake Marnie for Harvey Keitel.
Travis Bickle, more like Travis...
Tommy Pickles.
Boner. Oh, we both made jokes.
And neither were good.
Yours was better, though. Yours was infinitely better than mine. Scavenger hunt while they try to get all of the ingredients, because Grandma says you have to make your potions fresh. Don't make them from instant.
Which I gotta say, so the stakes have just gone way up now that we've had our actual legitimately creepy scene. But then we get a whole bunch of goofy shit in a row.
Comedy. Yes.
Like, I mean, I do appreciate it. We have a werewolf hairdresser who, like, wants to split your ends, which I think is hilarious.
Heyo.
We have a werecat aerobics instructor who's, like, giving some workout tips to some garbage pail kids and were-dogs. And then the best one is when they have to collect, like, the sweat from a ghost.
Yes.
So they have, like, I mean, I can only describe him as Al Capone's ghost gets caught in, like, an iron lung sauna machine.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Al Capone's ghost, but in worse shape. But I love how Lietta pointed out this too. Like, I'd never thought of this before, like how the frickin' tone just goes to complete shit. They establish the stakes, and then we immediately go treasure hunting for stupid shit, which is fun. But it's like, what is happening?
Yep.
Rent Halloween H2O tonight and go home happy. The face of good and the face of evil meet one last time in a fight to the finish. Halloween H2O, rated R restricted, guaranteed to be there at Blockbuster Video.
In the scene with Al Capone's ghost, where they actually radically alter his life by making him sweat out most of his ghostly ectoplasm. And he becomes skinny. He says at some point, because they're like making fun of him, I think, and he says, "Hey kids, I don't appreciate stereotypes like that. Sure, make fun of the transparent guy." Again, I think that these movies, by and large, are about like monster cultural appropriation.
Yeah. Sophie is really racist. She starts putting on the white sheet, the towel.
Yeah.
Just going, boo, boo. That's offensive, dude.
That's pretty rude. Like, he does not do that.
When is she Casey Affleck all of a sudden?
Very funny, kid. Now go back to your mummy. Hey, kid, I don't appreciate stereotypes like that, all right? Sure. Make fun of the transparent guy. Just because you can see through us doesn't mean we don't have feelings.
They continue to exploit Sophie's actual talent. Marnie has no real talent of her own, so she exploits her sister. They get the damn glow stick working. They have to get it into the pumpkin in the center of town to reinvigorate, save Halloweentown from the evil Calabar.
Unfortunately, Marnie sucks, and so can't do it before she is orbed by Calabar. And she just passes... I mean, I think you need to incorporate this image in the poster art for this episode. It is Marnie just laying across the top of the jack-o'-lantern, like her legs dangling down the top as she's like passed the fuck out. Like she's donezo. And so like she just, I think the if I'm not wrong, the talisman just like slips from her hands into the jack-o'-lantern. Like she doesn't do anything. She just passes out.
It is very, very underwhelming.
After that success, that sort of accidental success, we learn what the whole impetus of this movie was. Like what Calabar's whole plan to destroy the mortal world was all about. And it's because he's a spurred would-be lover. He was jealous that Mom chose a mortal instead of him. It's this sort of, incel male rage that causes all of this.
He's a real Caliban. It's William Shakespeare, classic literature, and Marnie is clearly Prospero, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't remember The Tempest at all.
So that's sounds like it.
It's been a long time.
It's a good one. Revisit.
I know. I want to. I'll have you read it to me in the night.
I will.
On a spooky Halloween night. Like tonight.
2 weeks before Halloween. Call me up.
All right. So yeah, Marnie, she uses the Force. Fucking midichlorians kick in. And Dylan hits puberty because he finds out he's got magical glowing fingers.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got the witch pubis. And they save the day by the family teaming up and defeating Calabar.
Yeah, they say, "Hey, chocolate bar, you punk," and then they all grab hands.
Yes.
And then just like at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy, like a Fleetwood Mac song starts playing, and then they destroy.
Listen to the wind blow.
Yep, and then they blow them away. They blow them away.
Oh man, they should have done the dance off with the Jackson 5 singing.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, child, things are getting easier. Jackson 5.
So Calabar gets sucked into Merlim's tallows, ma'am. And he's done.
Dead.
Because he's done, his little lackey, Cool Boy Luke, is not so cool anymore. He's reverted back to his original form, which Marnie discovers.
It's Jimmy Durante.
Here's some cross-promotion for you. He looks exactly like one of those fucking trolls at Epcot, Norway in Walt Disney World.
Before they made it into the fucking Frozen ride.
Oh my god. So they don't have them there anymore? Those disgusting, gigantic trolls?
They might have some dolls, but they might not even have that, because I think the gift shop was also renovated. Let me ask Lietta.
No way.
Hey, Lietta. Did they get rid of all of the troll stuff from the Frozen area when they made it not Norway anymore? Is it just all freaking Frozen stuff now?
Oh yeah, they didn't get rid of all the troll stuff.
Yeah, they fucked it up. Now it's all Frozen. It's the most inexplicable ride ever. Like, they kept the exact sequence of the way the ride plays out, but they just, slap a bad plot, not even a real plot, from Frozen with the characters over the top of it. It's hilarious.
That sucks. The trolls are so iconic. That was, the number one thing I remembered.
Away,
wow.
Blah, blah, blah.
Well, just Google Epcot Norway troll and you'll see what Luke looks like.
A picture of Luke will come up.
And it's actually straight up amazing that Marnie, when unveiling him, did not just vomit. She really keeps it under control and is like, oh, that's what you look? Okay.
So yeah, basically this is the Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah,
cool.
Definitely. Yeah.
So I gotta ask you, Jeffrey, how do you like this one?
Well, I will sum it up from one of the closing lines from our main character, Marnie, as she is getting really excited about the fact that her grandmother is about to come live with them for an entire year. She says, quote,
I got all the Frankenstein movies on video.
that's how I feel about this movie. I got all the Halloweentown movies on video.
Wow.
It's good. I mean, I like it. It's not a good Halloween movie. And that's maybe the worst thing I can say about it. Because it is a fun movie with vaguely spooky-ish things happening. But if I wanted to get that good Halloween mood, I would not feel compelled to put this on. I mean, the first 10 minutes of it, sure, it's got that great Halloween vibe, but there's like a wall set up between us and it. That makes me a little, I don't know, it makes me fall short of totally embracing it in the way that I would need to. Because I feel like you title your movie Halloweentown, you gotta go deeper, you gotta really embrace it, and I feel like it doesn't.
No.
Like other children's Halloween movies, like My Beloved Ernest Scared Stupid, it goes all in, all fucking in. Every frame of that movie is Halloween-y, and this just ain't, Even when it's in Halloweentown proper, it's not very Halloween. It's fun, and it's goofy and fucking weird, but not really Halloween-y. So how do you feel about this one?
I really like this one. It ain't good, but I really enjoy it. I found it very annoying to take notes on. Mm-hmm. This is so much better as you have it in the background while you're doing your spooky stuff. Your pre Halloween prep. Obviously, you don't do this on Hell Night because it'll just make it Heck Night, and then you're like, oh my god, what are we doing here? But no, I like it. It's fucking stupid, but it's just so hypnotic. I think it's just a good Disney TV movie because you don't even realize you've watched it every year for years. Lietta and I, we didn't know what it was. We just saw that they were playing something called Halloweentown on Disney Channel. So I just programmed this is how cool I am, my DVR, and then recorded it from DVR to DVD-R. So I've managed to make it fly through multiple formats. And I wish I'd not edited out the commercials now, because I really... It's a funny time capsule because, the warnings are coming up warning, you're about to record two things at once. Mm-hmm. Your DVR wants to record Masterpiece Theater, in the middle of the freaking climax of the movie. This big yellow bar is across the bottom of the screen reminding me that we're also cool dudes who record stuff off of PBS. But yeah, this is just stupid shit, and it's fun. I think the second film is infinitely better.
Wow, I would have to agree, Richard.
Wow, on the same page. So, folks, we're not going to stop there. We are going to go on to the sequel, Halloween 2. Halloween 2.
Halloween 2.
Directed by Robert Zombie.
Now, Halloweentown 2, Calabar's Revenge, which was released 3 years later in 2001.
3 years later and many hormones later.
Many iterations. Oh,
hormones for its main cast, yeah.
Dude, somebody is at my door.
Okay.
Let me go look real quick. Folks, hold on. Jeffrey.
Yes?
It's a tall man with a jack-o'-lantern on his head, and he wants to come in.
Is he wearing an old-timey gangster outfit?
Oh my god. Ah! Jeffrey, call police.
I don't. What's the number for 911?
Cops.
Tune in next week for the spooky ooky conclusion of Hello, this is the Doomed Show.
Hello, This is the Doom Show is a proud member of the Legion Podcast Network. Please check out the other shows at legionpodcasts.com. If you want more of Hello, This is the Doom Show, check out doomedmoviethon.com or hellodoomedshow.podomatic.com. You can also follow us on Twitter at doomedmoviethon or email the show, doomedmoviethon@gmail.com. We're also in the air. Look up.
If you enjoyed this show, then make sure you check out the other great shows on the Legion Podcast Network, like Cinema Psyops, Cinema Beef, Devour the Podcast, Duncan and Bo Come Correct, Exploding Heads Horror Movie Podcast, Friday the 13th, Get Slayed, The Hellming Power Hour, Hello, This is the Doom Show, Hero Hero Go Show, Kill the Cast, Underwater Kaiju from Outer Space, Jerry Hates Action, Legion After Dark, Mental Health, Obsessive Cinema, Discourse, Pick 6 Movies, the podcast by The Cemetery, the podcast on Haunted Hill, the Psychosemantic Podcast, Rick Radio, House of Wax, Dude Looks Like the 80s, Rabbit and Red Radio, the Shadecast, Short Bus Cinema, 2 Drink Minimum Commentaries, the VD Clinic, Who Will Survive Horror Podcast, and Witch vs. the Doomsday Clock. With such a wide spread of shows, there is guaranteed to be a niche for you to fall in love with. Horror, politics, movies, books, sex, music, commentaries, health, video games, kaiju, action, news, comedy, and opinions that would most likely get you killed in some parts of the world. We are proud to bring you some of the best podcasting in the world. Check us out at www.legionpodcast.com, iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, and any other dark corner of the internet where podcasts can be found.